Right, so this is one of the big games. It's also just been announced it's Child of Light. Now we're going to give this a wee shot and we're going to tell you if it's actually any good or not. But first we have to join this it's a very long queue. In fact, it's the longest queue of the day so far. So, c'est la vie.
Beware the night. Child of Light.
Ubisoft hopes it's not shite.
Child of Light is a new JRPG-style game from Ubisoft, and they've put a lot of effort into making this game look bloody beautiful, haven't they?
I mean, lots of games look good these days, but this is a really, it's quite a stunning looking game. It reminds me a lot of Muramasa.
Yeah, all those games by Vanillaware, those 2D sort of side-scrolling games, but still have that 3D sort of depth effect to it. It looks beautiful. But it's all about the gameplay, isn't it? And what are the mechanics like?
They're good. I quite like them. It's a co-op kind of RPG experience. You've got a bit of exploration, a bit of flying about. One of you goes the Child of Light. The other one goes a wee ball
of light.
A ball of light. I think this will be the ideal game for two people to sit and play together. Though we bit worried about how it'd be like just sitting on your Todd. The
way you control the main character is it's quite sort of floaty 2D exploration. It's actually quite simple, and that's what I like about it. There's nothing too technical about it. You just float around quite gently, and if you bump into an enemy, oh, you go into a wee fight. And the fights are like Grandia 2, except with a sort of co-op system. When I was playing the main character and you were playing the wee ball of light, you could stun enemies, so I could go in and...
Well, you can blind them, your wee ball, so you blind them and that slows their attacks down. Same way with before you get into fights, to get past enemies, you can either try and fly past them, or if you're the ball of light, you can blind them and the character can just walk right past as well.
But obviously if you're by yourself, you've got to switch between control of the two, and that could get a wee bit complex and a wee bit sort of annoying, couldn't it?
Especially because I don't think there was many, well certainly we played it in co-op together, and I think they were trying to encourage as many people as possible to play it together as well, so that's maybe the one thing that I kind of said to one of the guys was like, so what's it like on its own, and he wasn't quite sure. But then I think the good thing, certainly with the PS4 version, because that was the version we played, was they've got that wee touchpad. Yeah. Now that could potentially be the wee lifesaver in this. You could maybe move the touchpad around. Now when we tried it, I asked the guy, oh, is the touchpad on? And every time I touched the touchpad, my wee ball went from the middle of the screen to the corner, and that was it. Didn't matter where I touched the touchpad, he reset. So obviously it's an early build of the game, but that could maybe be a wee idea.
For me, for JRPGs, for role-playing games in general, it's all about the fighting, and this game makes all the best references because the fighting system is pretty much lifted straight from Grandia 2. You've got a kind of timeline bar down the bottom which shows you and the enemies on it, and when you get to the end of it you can make a move, and then it takes a wee bit of time before the move actually happens, and in that time the baddies can cancel you and you can cancel the baddies. It's brilliant, it works brilliantly, it works just the same way as it does in Grandia 2, but it's got a little bit more sort of random nature to it sometimes, and that can get a wee bit irritating, but obviously it needs a wee bit polish. It's still got a wee while before it comes out, so they're probably going to add a wee bit more layer of depth to the game. I'm willing to bet that they're going to work on the combat system and make it a bit better, but as it stands right now, it looks like a great wee JRPG, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Well, it's not.
I keep on calling it a JRPG.
Yeah, styled JRPG.
As it stands, it looks like a great RPG.
I think it's going to be very good. And
it's got a lot of work, I think, before it becomes something that could really like capture your time and attention in the way that the best JRPGs can. But it definitely looks like it's got the best foundations to build on, because it's got great art style, and it's got a great foundation in that combat system as well.
Good and solid. That's what you want.
Hope it's not shite.
Child of Light.
Well, that was Child of Light, and it was a really beautiful wee game actually. Quite liked how the battle system was inspired by Grandia 2, one of our favourites, as you can tell from our JRPG month. Only problem is that we were both pish at it. Even though Scott was trying to help me by blinding the enemies, he ended up mistiming it, and I ended up dying. Still, it's a really enjoyable game, and I'm looking forward to Child of Light coming out next year.